warm. It's so damn cold.
80 degrees to 40 degrees to 70 degrees to 30 degrees. It was hailing 20 minutes ago.
They got us struggling out here, and it was 80 degrees 2 days ago. This is wacky. We're getting old. We're talking about the weather. Welcome to the Storyworks podcast.
It happens, man. We all get old.
We all get old. I'm your host, Zach Gosen.
I'm your co-host, Andrew Hall.
And we're cold here in Ohio, hoping to get warmer soon. You know what we're talking about today?
Things that are pretty cold, right?
Cold-blooded, baby. We're talking about vampires.
Oh, shit.
We had a very fun recent movie come out
Yes.
concerning the Count himself, Count Dracula, with
Dracula.
Nicolas Cage
The man, the myth, the legend.
as Dracula. That's all you needed to sell me on the movie. Like, and I
in.
like Nicholas Hoult too, so
Yeah.
it's like, this is a cool duo. I like this. 100% here for it.
Yeah, man. I like Nicholas Hoult. He's a good actor. Beast.
He's Beast. Most recently, we saw him in
Saw
the
him in the
menu.
menu.
Fantastic. Like, one of my favorite characters. You love to absolutely hate him.
Oh my god.
As Tyler in that
So
role.
good. So bad, but so good.
So bad, but so good.
And then yeah, man, Nick Cage as Dracula.
I haven't seen as much as I've wanted to from all the stuff that Nick Cage has been coming out with, like The Unbearable
Yeah.
Weight of Massive Talent.
Yeah,
Really wanna
I
see
really
that.
wanted to see that one.
He has so many so many weird art house films that came out too in the past
Yeah,
few
dude.
years.
He has a he's in Color Out of Space,
I really want to see that one.
which the trailer seemed pretty cool to me.
Yeah, some old
Um,
Lovecraft tales.
Yeah, love some cosmic horror.
Cosmic horror is crazy.
Yeah, and then did you know that he didn't actually want to play himself in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent?
Yep. I saw that interview with him and Christopher Holt talking. He was so salty about it, man.
Yeah,
Not like
dude.
salty, but just like he was
He's
like,
like, I
I
wish-
did not
He's
want
like,
to do
I
that.
just wish I could have got somebody else to play me.
The dude just wants to be characters. Like he just wants to. He goes from movie to movie. I swear, he's got so much
Yes.
stuff that comes out all the time. He just loves it. He lives for it.
I think he takes every script he gets and he douses it in lemon juice and then holds it over a flame and then blow dries it to, reveal the hidden message on the back of the Declaration of Independence.
My fucking God, dude. When's the last time you watched National Treasure?
It's been a while, honestly.
God, man.
But man, I love that movie.
It's all about National Treasure too.
Book of Secrets. We're climbing Mount Rushmore, baby. We're inside George Washington's head. There's a treasure vault.
Bet you didn't figure that out.
It's flooding.
You better get out of there.
Come on, man. You're trying to tell me you like National Treasure Book of Secrets over National Treasure with fucking Sean Bean as the main antagonist?
Oh, you do gotta love some Sean Bean. I like some Bean in my life.
We love him. We love him. One does not simply have Sean Bean in your movie and he lives.
No, actually, that's like an unspoken rule of Hollywood. We're casting you, Sean. It's great to have you, man. I'm so excited, and I
We have
can't
this
wait to see your
beautiful
die.
character. He's got a great story arc, a wonderful conclusion. You die.
He's like, all right.
Like, cool. Thanks.
It's just heads down the entire time. To me, he knows. He knows it's coming.
God.
So we're talking about Renfield today. We're going to go in on that. And then we thought it would be kind of fun to go back and kind of pair it with another vampire movie. We chose to check out What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, Taika Waititi, man.
Yeah. Fantastic movie. So I think it was a really great pairing, actually.
Yeah, no, they fit very well with each other because
Yeah.
they're both kind of like
They're both comedic vampire
Yeah,
movies that are also, that's like
yes.
dark comedy
dark comedy
at points.
for sure.
Renfield more so, for sure. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's nutty. It's pretty nutty.
Oh my god, dude! Some of these fight scenes.
Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff I didn't expect in Renfield. Um, I pretty much got what I would have expected going into What We Do in the
Yeah.
Shadows.
Expecting something goofy from Taika.
Yeah. By this time, I hadn't seen this movie, but I've seen so much Taika material that you kind of get his style down,
Yeah, for sure.
and it was great. It was great. I love his character in that movie. I think it fits him really well.
Viago,
Viago.
the like,
He's a fucking dandy.
yeah,
18th century
18th
dandy.
century dandy.
His little smile. Oh, I love it.
He's
Love
so good. What's the other one's name? Vladislav.
Yes. They're really hard to remember. Good job.
The tormentor, because he just torments so much.
They used to call him the poker.
That's what it was, Vladislav the poker.
Because I poke people.
Welcome to my torture den.
Dude, one of my favorite. We're going to start with Renfield, but I'm going to say this because I'm thinking of it. One of my favorite lines in What We Do in the Shadows is not even lines, but just scenes. Because he describes that he's the poker because he poked people. Isn't like the new vampire showing him like Facebook, and he's like, "Look, you can poke people," and it's just like the look at the camera, and it was just perfect. It's fucking Jermaine. He's the man.
Yeah,
he played it great.
So good, dude.
All right, but let's start with Renfield here. I guess we can do a little bit of a spoiler-free discussion.
Yeah, for sure.
Just overall kind of stuff. It was super fun.
Yeah, really enjoyed the movie.
There's a lot that I didn't expect because I don't think they showed like everything in the trailer that I had seen.
No, I don't think so. I think they show like the bar fight.
Okay. I don't even know if
in the one trailer that I saw, they showed the bar fight and they showed the codependency meetings.
That's what stuck with me the most is the codependency meetings. So
yeah.
I was expecting Nicholas Holt's character, Renfield, to be a little more there's like action sequences, like big action sequences in this movie involving Nicholas Holt. I didn't think he was going to like be running around kicking ass.
Oh yeah.
Like he ends up doing, which
he's
is
a familiar, man. He has all the powers of Dracula, just reduced slightly.
See, just reduced slightly. Yeah. I didn't know I just didn't know he was going to be out doing that kind of shit. It's way different than the familiars you see
in What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah.
Which I thought that's why they're such a good pairing, is because it's so the
they're similar but
different.
Yeah. Familiars are very important to the show, to the movie as well. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I did not expect from this movie was just an unabashed appreciation of ska.
Oh my god. I was dying, dude. Like those were one of my favorite moments in the theater.
Absolutely floored me. I looked at Zach as if we had personally been called out in the movie theater.
Oh man.
And it happens in like the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Ska's not dead. It's so goddamn funny. If you know anything about ska, I feel like ska's just a weird fucking thing that exists.
It is.
And it's fucking hilarious to dog on.
Oh,
and it's always fucking hilarious to dog on.
Absolutely.
But like if you get the references, because they put song lyrics and stuff up there that you'll kind of catch, and they're just fucking they're just shitting on it so hard.
It's funny.
Pretty hilarious.
It's so good.
I think the performances in this were really fun. Christopher Holt did super good. I really,
Nicholas
really,
Holt?
yeah. I really liked his chemistry with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
The Renfield and Dracula relationship is just something like, I mean, that's what you were waiting to see.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
The most. That's what I was always waiting to see them
on
two
screen
interacting.
Together. Yeah.
Because it was just a dynamite pairing that they had.
They play off each other very well.
Yeah, for sure. Awkwafina was a super fun character.
Yeah, she was fun.
I feel like she was just like limited in her performance
and what she could do.
Yeah, I feel like her character was just a little simplified.
Oh, for sure. She's just, the cop,
gimmicky,
the honest cop in the corrupt town.
Yes, yeah. But, like, I think she did good with the direction that she was
Yeah,
probably
for
given, you
sure.
know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, no, she was good.
Mhm.
I don't remember his name, but the guy who
Ben Schwartz
yeah, 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 Ben
plays Ted.
Schwartz. Yes, yes, yes.
He fucking oh god, what an unexpected delight this character
I
was.
did not yeah, I didn't even know he was gonna be in the movie.
It's the fucking voice of Sonic, dude.
Yeah, and he's just I didn't fucking do shit.
He's throwing bags of cocaine at the cops that are pursuing him on foot. I didn't do
They
shit.
walk in and he's immediately like, "I'll flip. I'll tell you exactly what you need to know." And then and then the lawyer comes in and is like, "Come on, we're leaving." He's like, "I didn't fucking tell them
I
shit."
didn't tell them shit. Oh, his like
He's just so vulgar for no
so
reason.
vulgar. He fucking like nailed it, and he's just such a goddamn idiot.
The his assassin at the beginning of the movie that he sends out.
Oh my god, he's so brutal. It's just wild. I think I think Ben Schwartz was one of my favorite characters just because I was so surprised.
Yeah.
I didn't remember seeing him in the trailers at all, and then the minute he showed up, you're fucking dying.
And
He's
then
just
he
like
plays such like a big role in the movie as well.
he does, yeah. But they also play it. He's a joke, but he's a threat at the same time.
Exactly.
It's like they're trying to play that
Yeah,
coin.
he plays both sides of that.
Yeah, for sure.
And the lady who played the mob boss,
Oh yeah,
she's like like a classic actress. She's been in a whole bunch of shit.
yeah. I
I
cannot
don't
say her
I
name. I'm
don't know how to
sorry.
say her name. Unfortunately, I'm not. I respect her too much to attempt.
Absolutely. Listen, watch it and you'll know exactly who we're talking
But
about. She
yeah,
plays Ella.
she's been in a bunch of
She's got that
movies.
raspy voice. That's just like this low, raspy
Yeah,
delivery that just works so well for this like
for being
mob
like
boss.
cold, calculated.
Yeah. Well, I was watching an interview with Ben Schwartz and he was talking about his relationship with her on set, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, that's my mom, dude. That's my
That's my
fucking
mom.
mom."
She's my
Like,
mom.
it's like we cut after scene. I give her a big hug. You know, it's great. We
Aw.
love each other.
Aw, I
was
love
like,
that.
Ben Schwartz is my man. He's just my. I love him.
He's great.
As far as like cinematography, I didn't think anything like stuck out.
Was like too
Like
creative or mind blowing.
nothing too like. Yeah, I mean, it was just like just enough to get you through the story. I
Yeah,
think.
for
I think it
sure.
was more like story reliant and also like set design reliant because
Yeah.
the set design was pretty sweet for a lot of
Mhm.
the areas.
I'm thinking like one of the coolest scenes for me was the like apartment fight scene
Yeah.
when
Okay.
they're like
Yeah.
breaking out of the complex.
Right. Yeah.
I really enjoyed that scene. And I mean, it's just one big open space that they're just moving around in.
Yeah. I did. I enjoyed that too. I mostly think of Dracula's lair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dracula's lair was sick, by the way.
Designed great.
The throne with it took me a minute to realize what they were, but they're just IV bags,
Yeah, like
blood
full
bags.
of blood. Yeah. Uh huh. I thought that was really sick.
Yeah, no, that looked dope.
So maybe like I mean the movie looked fantastic. I
Yeah.
liked the lighting a lot. Super colored lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Super moody. The cinematography just didn't stand out, but I think it made other things pop more, like the lighting,
Yeah, exactly.
the prosthetics they used looked fantastic. Some of the special effects, makeup.
Nick Cage said he had never like worn so much makeup in a role before.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. And he totally went on about like using your eyes to act, and you can tell when you
Yeah.
watch it that he was really going for it, like
Dude.
all in, because he wants as much of it to shine through as possible, like
Oh yeah. And like when
concerning
you're
like hindrances and
yeah, when
acting.
you're all covered up in makeup and stuff, if you can still act for sure, but
Yeah,
you can really act with your eyes.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So great stuff all around in this. I love the set design. The action sequences were choreographed really well. Everything flowed nice. It was just like super fun time to watch.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
Um, based on that,
Very violent.
It's very violent. Yeah, it's super it's super graphic. Um,
But I love that,
yeah, yeah, for sure.
and it's played up for
It's like
comedic
hyper.
effect,
Yeah, exactly.
like
Like
hyper violence for
hyper
comedy's sake.
violence. Yeah, I mean Renfield rips a
He
dude's arms off,
rips a
man.
dude's arms off and then uses them as nunchucks, and then throws them like javelins and impales two guys.
I forgot about that part, dude. Yeah, he's straight up.
And then Aquafina grabs one of the arms and starts beating up another guy with it.
Oh my
I was
god.
like, "What is happening? I love
She just
this."
like went. It's so funny that they just made her character dive all the way in.
Yeah, she's just all about it, man.
Yeah. Um. With all that being said, I think we're gonna go into some spoilers with this.
It's time.
Spoiler alert. Skip forward a little bit for our conversation with what we do in the shadows.
Yeah.
If you're not looking to hear some spoilers, but here we go. How do you think the story elements worked in this? Did it all come together for you? Did you feel it was lacking? Were some points
Um,
not made very well? Like,
I think most of it kind of worked for me. Um, my biggest thing that I kind of had a gripe with, and it wasn't even so much just a gripe, just
yeah,
I guess it didn't work for me. Uh, right at the end when they're like defeating Dracula
okay, yeah,
and Renfield's having his like internal monologue and he's talking about how, you know, millions of people are in the same situation as him, and
mm-hmm, yeah,
uh it felt extremely heavy-handed to me.
mm-hmm, right,
Like they were literally just like writing out what the point of the movie is.
yeah. Instead of just letting it show itself, because they showed itself well
Yeah,
throughout the
throughout
movie.
the whole movie, it's like
You definitely, you're like,
you
okay,
understand that it's like, okay, yes, toxic relationships are bad,
yeah,
and there's millions of people in the world who are stuck in toxic relationships and they struggle to get out of them.
right,
But you're not alone. You're not the only one doing it. That's a wonderful message,
yeah, for sure,
and you had been getting it across the whole time.
yeah.
I just don't see why he needed to
Lay it
explicitly
all
be
out.
like, I'm not the only one out there who's like this. There's millions of people who are like me, and we can all break out of our toxic relationships.
Yeah,
I know it's
yeah,
meant to be inspiring,
for sure,
and,
yeah.
you know, I'm sure it is for people, but for me, I just didn't think that it needed to be, like, explicitly
Mhm.
said like that.
That could even yeah, and you never know. That could just be like a big studio move.
Exactly, and that's why I'm, like, not taking too
Yeah.
much.
I think it's like when I see things like that, I think to
You
myself
definitely
like,
think, like, that's, like, a
are the producers like, I don't know. Like, I think we need to like really nail this in
exactly,
at the end. Like,
yeah.
I'm not sure.
It definitely seems like not, like, a creative choice.
Yeah, right. Because they really do get that message across super well throughout the film. I mean, they just show it in the relationships that are being displayed.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and it's done well. So they did just like go super all in at the end with that
Super heavy-handed with it,
while they're like chopping Dracula to fucking bits.
which is hilarious,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they pack
Like
him
with
up in
big
cement.
smiles and like you want to hear something wild?
Hit me with it.
Fucking director Chris McKay, you want to know what he's known for?
Like, outside of, like, the Lego Movie?
That's the crazy thing. It's a fucking Lego movie,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
The
Yeah.
Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie, like what the fuck?
I didn't realize he did the Lego Batman movie as well.
And don't get me wrong, I fucking love those movies, man. They're
Yeah.
fucking
Dude,
funny.
no,
They are.
me, you, and Ben, our friend Ben,
Yeah.
went and saw
When
the
we were in
Lego
high
movie when we
school.
were in high school. Just a bunch of high schoolers, and we went to like the back row of the movie theater, and we were just fucking shitting on it the whole time.
And it's got that, but it also has that comedy that's
Not
like,
we like I say shitting on it. We were like making jokes about it
Yeah.
while we were watching it, but we were
Yeah.
enjoying it.
it was
Definitely a kids movie.
definitely a kid's movie, but like it's got that weird kind of like humor that just lands for me.
Accessibility.
It's hard to describe. Yeah, accessibility. Because I watch with my kids today, and that shit
Yeah.
makes me laugh. The Batman movie makes me laugh because they go in on characterization that we know about these like big IP characters that are in these movies.
Yeah,
and it just works. It's funny. Like Jonah Hill plays Superman.
that's
No, no,
pretty.
no. Jonah Hill plays the Green Lantern,
That's pretty funny.
and all of the other like DC Lego guys don't want to fucking talk to him.
That's
Like he's just
hilarious.
established as an annoying
That's
character
pretty
for like
funny.
no reason, but it's fun. I think it's just because it's Jonah Hill. Like
That's awesome.
I don't know. It was fucking funny as shit, man.
Jesus.
So he also has done like work on Robot Chicken for Adult Swim.
That's crazy. I did know that, but I had forgotten.
It's fucking wild, man. So it's
It's
like
insane.
he's got this super weird filmography, but it's good. I mean, I fuck with it. And then just moving into something like this,
It's
just
just
it's surprising. I mean, it worked well. It's
yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Just a cool ass movie. Let's get Nick Cage to be fucking Dracula
Yeah,
and like highlight his toxic like relationship behavior.
with Renfield. Yeah.
And it's also like a direct sequel to like what?
The 1931 Dracula movie.
Yeah.
Like starring
And the
Bela
novel as
Lugosi.
well. It's a novel too.
Yeah, like the
Renfield?
origin. Oh, is Renfield just a straight up novel?
I think so because I heard Christopher Holt. I keep saying Nicholas Holt. Kept talking about reading it, for inspiration and just
Oh,
trying
wow.
to see like how Renfield acted
See, I didn't know that.
originally. So
Okay.
super cool stuff. And the fact that they used the 1930s film, like you said.
Yeah, the archive footage, and I
Mhm.
love that they just digitally replaced them with their actors. I just seeing Nick Cage in black and white with like the classic Dracula garb.
Yeah, dude, very good.
Perfect.
I like it's like the cycle that they go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's like for centuries we've just been
we just been moving. We go to place. Eventually Dracula gets too antsy and he just kills a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And
the
then
good guys come.
then the vampire hunters come, and we have to kill them, and then we have to leave.
But it's so funny because like Dracula almost dies every time.
He
And
just
he has to like completely nurse him back.
yeah,
to
he has
health.
to rely on Renfield, but then at the same time just constantly puts him down.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Very realistic.
Yeah. I like the comedy that they have in there. Like I mean it goes from comedic to like scary sometimes.
Oh yeah, for
pretty
sure.
quickly. But I really like the scene when he's talking about I want a bus full of cheerleaders. Like
three nuns or something.
three
like
nuns, yeah, and he's like, how am I supposed to get all these things?
That. Do you have a preference for male or female cheerleaders?
Yeah, dude.
Renfield, I don't care about their gender.
We don't have to make it a thing. We don't.
It's not a sexual thing. It's just the blood.
Oh my god. Like, and when we're talking about prosthetics, dude, and like the makeup, that
first
scene is insane.
with like the defeated Dracula.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
He's like, he looks crazy, man. He's got like flesh
Hanging off of
peeling
his
off.
face. Yeah.
He's fucked up.
It's just wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the way he plays it is just he's tormented, he's fucking angry. And then when he's at full power, he's got this kind of attitude that I really like.
Yeah.
We were talking about the fact that Nick Cage said he like channeled like his father
Yeah.
to play Dracula, like this guy who basically thinks he's right all the time. And he's like, but he's also got this like, because he's got this weired energy to him. I just don't know what to call it
The way
besides Nick
that-
Cage energy.
Yeah, for
I don't
sure,
know.
for sure. It's definitely identifiable. Because in the one interview that I watched, he was talking about it, and he was like, I kind of wanted to do a Transylvanian thing, but I didn't want to do like an accent.
Yeah,
So I kind of drew inspiration from that for like speech pattern stuff, but then in terms of like how he sounded, he went for like a Atlantic like speech pattern.
gotcha.
And that's why we get him talking like this.
You know when he goes like, but like, he just gets like a burst of energy, and he's like, okay,
Yeah.
and he just like that's just like
when he's
I
like
don't know.
in Renfield's apartment.
Yes, I love that scene. I love that scene. He gets home and he's just fucking sitting there waiting for him, and
He's
like
like, "Oh, come in. Do close the door, Renfield."
he's got the welcome mat come in on his doorstep. That's why Dracula could come in.
Dumbass.
Oh, like you
Dumbass.
fucking already know, dude.
You've been alive for a few hundred years.
Yeah, he gets his hair cut. He's all sweatered up.
Dude, the montage of his glow up.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I can just not go back.
Renfield's character, does his character work for you because he's
Yeah.
simultaneously going for like I'm a codependent, but also
I have a hero complex.
I have a hero
Yeah.
complex. He wants to come
So
up and be a hero.
I think the way that I interpreted it, at least, is that like he, feels cursed by being Dracula's familiar and having these abilities and being forced to, kill people for Dracula.
Mhm.
So I think that balance, like that's the codependent part of the story.
Yeah,
And I think it kind of works because he's like, you know, if I'm cursed anyways, I'm gonna at least use my cursed abilities to like the best that I can.
right.
But that said, there are definitely moments in the movie where I was like, "Eh, it didn't super work well."
Sometimes it feels like it's just shifting, and I don't know if the beats just aren't landing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna watch it again, maybe feel it out, see what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when do you think the movie worked best? Like, do you think it worked best in its action sequences or in its personal moments between Renfield and Dracula?
I think the action worked for me.
It was really good,
I think the
man.
action worked for me a lot. The bar fight
Mhm.
was phenomenal. Did
Yeah.
you just cut a man's arms off with a serving plate?
What does he say?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a adrenaline rush.
adrenaline. She goes, awesome.
Awesome. That was awesome.
I love that. I do love their like character dynamic.
And she's the one who kind of kickstarts it in him because she like says that he's a hero.
Yeah. That like
Uh,
activates him. Yeah.
and then he's like, I can be a good person.
Right. Yeah.
Um, that said, I did really, really like the stuff with like those were like the best parts of the movie were Dracula and Renfield on screen together.
Yeah. I feel the same way.
Seeing them talk, seeing Dracula just absolutely demolish Renfield mentally.
Yeah, like how we were talking about, it can go from a funny dynamic into something pretty fucking bizarre. Because like they're having a little moment and Renfield kind of like disrespects him in some sort of way by like nodding something off or something.
Yeah.
And he just opens his fucking stomach up,
Yep.
dude.
Just cuts him up. Yeah, that's what it is. He says, Master, what if, hear me out, we just didn't kill so many people and we could maybe settle down?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he starts Dracula just starts laughing and then just disembowels him
That shit was rough.
and is like, we don't just settle down. You're lucky that my blood can heal you. And then he like brings him back.
Yeah. So it's like very much like he's reestablishing that
The
power
power
dynamic.
dynamic for
Mhm.
sure.
All in all, man,
He says that he's like a god.
he does. Yeah. Well, then when he's healed, he's like, I've been thinking. It's time to start making some fucking moves.
You're right. You're right, Renfield. I do deserve better.
So then,
This
like,
is all your idea.
talking about complexities in the story, Dracula in the mob.
Yeah, that
Intertying,
commingling.
like
That commingling. How did that work for you?
I don't know, man. Like I don't really know.
It was so
almost
weird.
turns into like a Sharknado. Like I don't know.
It's just so wacky at that point.
It gets just so off the fucking rails, kind
The
of.
entire city is turned out to be like corrupt and working with the mob, who is then in turn partnered with Dracula. The mob boss is like down bad.
Yeah, yeah. Then fucking Ben Schwartz becomes
And then, yeah.
familiar. Because there's the whole thing. It's like then
That
the clash
worked.
of the
I was gonna say,
minions.
that worked for me because they were like mirrors of each other.
Yeah, yeah,
Like Renfield was like, I I did not ask for this,
Right. Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna use my powers for good. Whereas Ben Schwartz is like, nah, dog, I want this
I'm
power,
gonna kick the shit out of you, dude.
and I'm gonna
Like
beat your damn ass.
I did. So that does work. Maybe it's because it's like it's a pretty short runtime. Not short. It's a normal movie
He
runtime.
does only appear in like villain status, like in like meaningful way,
Like for 2 minutes, maybe.
right at the final end of the movie when they storm the
Like
tower.
he's still funny, but he's not a joke character anymore. He can actually.
He
Fight.
shows,
Like,
yeah,
can
he
do
shows up and he's
something.
like, "Oh, what's up, motherfucker? Guess who's a familiar now, bitch?"
They're all familiars. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
remember,
then
he starts changing them. Yeah.
Dracula just made his entire crew familiars.
Shit's wild. It really just got big at the end. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a lot of things kind of converged there. So that's what we say. It kind of gets. It
It's
gets
away
wacky.
from you towards the end.
Yeah. Maybe when because they're just doing like cop stuff, mob stuff, Dracula stuff. Like
Yeah, man. There's a lot of death, which like is to be expected in a
yeah.
movie about vampires. But like, holy shit, the when Dracula arrives at the codependency meeting
Oh, okay, yeah.
and
Yup.
he just fucking kills he's like, all right, Renfield, let's go. And he just fucking murders everybody.
Yeah, dude. The scene where like Renfield finally talks at the meeting and he's like, I won't let he can't come to full power. And he's like, I don't know why you would say it like that, but
He can't
yes.
come to full power. Wow, that's weird.
I really like
Say
that
it.
stuff.
Say it. You will become full power.
Oh my god. I love it.
I did like the scene where they all die, though. I thought that one was like visually pretty cool
It was.
because it like tracks around as he kills them all.
Oh yeah. Yep. He's just fucking letting loose, man.
I love that he
Ugh.
introduces himself and just starts levitating in front of all of them.
Mm-hmm. They're like, oh shit, no.
So this
that's
is
for real.
a little bit more than just
Yeah, right.
narcissism.
When he brings them all back at the end, they're like, and I want to thank you again for
Bringing us
bringing
back to
us
life,
back.
even though we would not have died had you not come here in the first place.
And he's like, despite witnessing,
Oh yeah,
the
the other
unforgettable
side,
horror of the other side,
and not being able to forget it.
and coming back with that knowledge. Thank you, Renfield. It's like, what the fuck, man?
He's so fucked up.
He's fucked up. They're all fucked. Then it like shows a shot of all of them like dissociating immediately.
I felt so bad for the chick who kept getting cut off by Renfield bursting in.
Oh my god, yeah. She's like, can I get a fucking
By
shower?"
the end, she's like, "Yeah, nobody just fucking ignore me.
Rest in peace.
I
man.
fucking suck. Yeah, I know. I think so too."
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that part. All right, man. What do you think out of 10 here? Renfield.
I'm thinking like 7.5 to 8.
7.5 to 8.
I'm kind of like in the middle there.
I think I'm going to give it a 6.5,
Yeah,
which is not to say that it's bad.
just didn't catch you the way.
Well, I didn't really have an expectancy. It's just like the way that things kind of work and don't work,
Yeah, for sure.
kind of in and out, and just
kind
like
of takes you out of it.
everything that's going on kind of in throughout and towards the end. That being said, that doesn't mean it's not a really fun movie to just turn
For
your
sure.
fucking brain off
Absolutely.
and just watch, It's Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult
You love to see him.
just doing their fucking thing. It's a good time. I like it.
Yeah.
You said about an 8 or
7.5, 8. Yeah, 7.5 probably.
Gotcha. Go see it, man. It's good.
Check it out. It's fun.
Out now. If you don't want to go see it in the movies, check it when it comes out later.
For sure.
For now, we are going to move on to that was a $65 million movie. Renfield was.
That's insane.
We're going from a 65 mil down to a 1.6 mil, which was the production cost
the
for
low budget.
for What We Do in the Shadows. So kind of going like from big ideas to small ideas with this like
Yeah.
movie shift, which I really like. I love mockumentaries, dude. I love the style.
Dude.
It's always that just like awkward kind of humor that I fuck with.
Yes,
And,
very much
I'm
so.
awkward, so it makes me laugh. And no one better to do it than Taika Waititi and fucking Jermaine.
Jermaine Clement.
Dude, I whatever he's in is fucking funny. It's just like he's such a recognizable voice and in person. Same thing with Taika.
Oh
And
yeah,
to
for
have
sure.
them working together, I didn't even know that they were like longtime friends and
Yeah,
collaborators.
man. I don't know if Taika worked on like Flight of the Conchords.
That I am unsure of.
But I mean, he's close with like all of those dudes. I
I
mean,
did
he
not know.
he
They're all from New Zealand,
yeah.
you know? That's cool as
I mean,
fuck.
the guy who's one of the werewolves, the alpha of the packs, he's the same guy who plays Stede Bonnet,
Yes.
Rhys Darby.
Yeah.
He's in Flight of the Conchords.
He is?
He's their manager.
I forgot about that. It's been so long since I've seen any Flight of the Concords content. He's fucking funny, man.
Oh yeah,
He's
I
and he
fucking
played
I
the
love Rhys
werewolf.
Darby.
His character was so funny in
Guys,
this
we're
movie.
werewolves,
We're
not
werewolves.
swearwolves.
Oh my god. We're sorry. Sorry.
We're sorry.
They're like aggressive but trying to be nice. It's so goddamn funny. With this one, I think we're gonna just go like full
Go
into
in.
it. It's an older movie. I think it came
Came out
out
in like 2015,
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah, so definitely check it out. I mean, we had to. I rented it on Prime, so you might have to like rent it, but it's so fucking worth it, dude. This movie's so funny, especially if you love that.
If you like Taika
Mockumentary
Waititi,
style.
if you like mockumentaries,
Like if you like The Office, I think you'd like something like
Yeah.
this for sure. And it's just like it's not, the humor's not kind of as much like The Office.
no, it's more openly like funny,
Yeah, I would say so.
Um, but it's still like very dry humor.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of, like that dry.
Like I
humor.
think of like the guy who plays Stu,
Okay, yeah.
and just like
Stuart Rutherford, yeah.
and
He's
just
so like
his
just
character, yeah,
there.
his character is just there, and it's so funny. But there's not like he's just there, and they're just talking about him, and he's just a human being that is being surrounded by vampires, and instead of freaking out, he's just like, "Hey, I'm Stu."
He's so chill. Like he's like the most relaxed fucking guy.
And then
He's-
everybody's like,
but he-
"Stu's so cool."
they love him. Like he's just showing them random shit. It's so funny
I
where this
made
film
Stu
starts.
a fucking scarf. I knitted him a
Oh
scarf.
my god, yeah, the fucking deacon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. I really love all the characters. Do you have a favorite between the main cast? Is Peter your favorite? The Nosferatu, like ancient vampire.
Come on, man, Peter.
Peter's so fucking funny, dude.
The shot from the outside of the house looking into the second floor, and you just see Peter like
Oh
walking
my
across.
god. Oh god. I love that he's like in the basement in his like
In his
stone ass
sarcophagus.
cop. Yeah. Oh man.
They
And-
feed him bags of chickens.
Yeah.
They go down there and it's just covered in like bones.
He's just in the den, man. And it's just like set up as like we're just flatmates. Like it's
We're
just
just
like
flatmates. It's more economically affordable for 4 vampires to live together in one apartment.
and then you just see this monstrosity in this like ancient monstrosity in the basement. It's just so fucking funny, dude. Rest in peace, Peter. He was a fucking real one. I love the photo
My
that they show at the
8,000
end
dude.
of all of them together with Peter there. Oh my god.
My 8,000-year-old vampire boy.
He's a fucking king, truly. He's a nice boy. He may have killed people,
He may
but
have.
he most often brings them back.
He definitely made a new vampire before he died.
He did. Fucking Nick.
Hey, I'm Nick. I'm a 2-month-old vampire.
Dude,
He's got the nubs.
they're nubs, yeah. I love that he like it's Viago's interview and then like the window just opens up and he's like
He's like
floating
floating
so
in,
awkwardly
trying to like
get
come in
there.
feet first and then like
Yeah.
spinning upside down.
And everybody's just fucking like annoyed with him like immediately.
And they're like, dude, don't be flying outside of the house. You're going to draw attention to it. And he just is like, you have a documentary crew here.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Oh my god. I really like Nick's fucking character, man. He's just
Yeah.
like kind of the dummy, I guess. Like
I'm Deacon. I'm the bad boy of the group.
bad boy of the group.
I fucking hate Nick.
Look at that. Look what he's wearing.
He's
He looks just
he's
like me.
wearing the same coat as me.
in the short film that they made, they go like Nick's kind of got like a mix of modern and Renaissance almost.
Really?
In this one, I would say, because
Oh
he's
yeah,
got that
yeah.
jacket, but it
But
still
he's
looks
but it's
modern.
like he's underneath the jacket. He's just wearing modern clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the short film, he's like all like floofed out. Like,
Is he in the
complete-
short film as well?
He is, yeah. He's complete like 18th century.
I love that.
And they're all pissed at him for doing that. So, like, he doesn't.
He turns
even
into a
know.
vampire, and he's like immediately.
Like a fool just trying to be like them. Like,
That's
800%.
awesome.
And I like how in this one it's like, they're just pissed off at him for most things, honestly. But it's like he's trying to fit in with them, but then he's he's like, I'm a vampire. Vampire.
I love that they talk about it. They're like, yeah, normally people think you have to be invited into the home of your target, but
Yeah.
the rule is that you have to actually be invited into any building. So we can't go to the bars. We have to be invited into the bar. And it shows them standing outside talking to the bouncer, and they're like, just invite us in. Just say, you are welcome in.
Oh my God.
And the dude's just like, you can just go, like, I don't have to invite you in, dude. He's like, just invite us in. And then Nick shows up and he's like, nah, dude, my friend's a bouncer. I can get you guys in.
Yeah.
And then it cuts and he's like, you are welcome.
Yeah, and then it's just fucking head in. Deacon's probably pissed.
Cut to
already about it.
Hard cut to, I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire.
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 We think Nick is causing a
Dude, he says, I'm a vampire, and the dude's
That's how
like,
Peter
no.
dies,
He's like,
dude.
no. He's like, really? I'm a vampire hunter.
Oh my God. He's like,
He's like, ah, ha, ha, ha. I gotta go.
Yeah, right. Oh man, and then you get the introduction to the werewolves. That was so fucking funny. I did not expect that to be a thing. And Stu's ultimate conclusion of becoming a werewolf himself,
He brings the gang around, man.
fucking magnificent.
He gets them all to join forces and be friends.
Yeah, they bring the fucking werewolves into the house. Oh my God, I loved it. I loved it.
They're all just partying at that point, man.
So do you have a favorite character? Somebody who you like to see on screen the most?
I really like Vladislav.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was just,
Jermaine's
hilarious.
character, yeah.
Yeah, and just
His look, dude.
his look, his whole personality, his trouble with hypnotizing people,
Oh my God, yeah.
his relationship with the beast. That shit is so funny.
He turns like old and decrepit because he won't. Oh my God. Fucking love it.
But like Viago is also hilarious. Like they're all just funny characters, man.
Yeah. I really like Viago, and I like in like the chase sequence when they're like going after Nick for the first time.
Yeah.
I like that Viago's just like just like comes like tiptoeing down tiptoe running down the hallway at Nick. I love that that's like a horror sequence also. It's just
yes,
so
they're like,
fucking cool.
we're just getting scary real quick.
Just for a second, yeah, like here's how it feels like to actually be hunted by these fucking guys.
Dude, and then Peter appears.
That's when you're fucking I'm done. I was so pleasantly like at that point I didn't know he was gonna return as like a new vampire, so I was so pleasantly surprised.
2 months later.
Yeah, that was fucking amazing. Bye guys.
The cops were fun. The two police officers that kept appearing throughout the
Yeah. Yeah.
the movie. They first show up to like investigate the noises when Peter dies.
Yeah. They literally go down there and there's like bones. There's like burnt bones.
But like Vladislav had already like hypnotized them to be like, you will see nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing will be out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know how long this is gonna last.
Right. And they're just kind of sitting down there. I love it, dude.
He's like, what's that there? Pointing like at the body, but it turns out he's pointing at like the electrical socket that is like below something that is like underneath some pipes or something. It's like an electrical socket below some pipes or something.
Yeah.
That's a fire hazard.
Yeah, yeah. They just start pointing shit out like that. Yeah, I love it.
They see the dead guy and they're like, "What's his problem?" And they're like, "He's sleeping."
He's asleep. They're like, oh.
Oh, okay. Well, you probably shouldn't be letting him sleep on the cold floor like that.
Yeah, they're just like
Get him
so
a-
like
get him a blanket,
passive
maybe.
aggressive. Yeah, somebody get this guy.
Then
a
they
blanket.
appear again when Stu's been mauled by the werewolves.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Towards the end there.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I think that they utilize that budget because I mean 1.6 million is not a whole
It's
lot,
not a whole lot.
but they still did a lot of fun stuff.
They had a lot of extras.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
makeup was really well done.
I really liked the sequence. Do you remember where they're like fighting in the hallway?
Yeah.
And it's like they're running, like they're just like on the
and,
ceiling.
Yeah, they're moving along the ceiling as they're fighting.
So cool how they did that. They had to make like a whole rig of that fucking
The room turning.
yeah, and they just put it on a big fucking roller and they had to
Yep.
practice just doing that. I can't imagine, dude. I would have broken my fucking neck on take one, dude.
It's insane.
Like, all right, we're
man.
gonna start. Here we go. Action.
Dead.
Dead. You died.
You died.
Shit, man. Super cool though. I love that kind of.
I just
fun
I also
practical
I just
stuff.
loved all the levitating that they did.
Oh yeah, of course.
Cut to Vladislav levitating in the main entrance room, dusting the walls.
Yeah, he's got like the sweeper.
Yeah. It's-
Viago's all about the tidiness and the chores.
Yeah. Deacon, it's been 5
It's
years
been 5
and you still
years.
haven't done your dishes.
Oh my god. And just all of the hissing, man. Come on. They like jump up at each other.
It's
Oh.
so fucking funny. They do it in the TV show as well, and that shit is fucking hilarious every
Dude.
time.
The TV show's fucking funny as shit. I only like Andrew showed me the first episode the other night. Super good, man.
It's fun, man. They introduce different types of vampires. Colin Robinson, the energy vampire.
Yeah, dude. We either make you really angry or we bore you.
And we just drain our energy from you that way.
You just see him like in his like eyes like
Cut
light
to
up.
him with like 4 pencils at the pencil sharpener.
Oh my god. Fucking love it, dude. And they're just like such different characters in the show just
Yeah.
to kind of help keep it fresh. I really
the
liked it.
Ottoman Empire vampire dude.
Seems to be like the main guy. Like
He's-
the leading-
yeah.
the leading force.
And then there's like the couple that have been around for a while
So good.
that are like cheating on each other all the time.
For fuck's sake.
They
dude.
both had a very intense sexual relationship with this ancient vampire.
Yeah, there's another ancient vampire in the series. I don't know how his character ends up going.
He hasn't appeared again since I started watching it. He hasn't like come back out of the tomb.
Really? Okay.
He was like, "I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
okay. Gotcha.
When I wake up, we will have conquered Staten Island."
My favorite character in the show is the familiar.
Guillermo,
Guillermo, dude. He's the fucking man. He's like
master.
Interview with the vampire. His origin of being a familiar is so fucking funny.
I saw Armand. God, I thought, why can't I do it?
Why can't I can do that.
I can do that. He's like, it's
he's
been
thinking
10
he's
years.
gonna get changed tonight. He's like,
It's been 10 years. It's the 10-year anniversary of me being Master's familiar. I think he's gonna turn me into a vampire.
oh my god.
Dude, when
I
he's
don't
like,
kill people.
I just find people who are easy to kill.
And that's what I think's so fun about like the familiars in Renfield as a familiar, and then like the familiars as this. These are human
These are just
servants.
people. Dude, the familiar in the movie as well, Jackie.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I feel so bad for her, dude.
So bad, dude.
That shit's
Deacon's
rough.
a motherfucking dickhead, dude. He sucks.
And then she gets her happy
Anytime
ending.
She does. I was happy she got to. be a
Thanks, Nick.
vampire.
We
Thank
appreciate you.
Nick. You're the fucking man. Fuck Deacon. Anytime she would talk about it, he's like, yes.
Oh, well,
Did you
you
do
see,
this?
you see, Nick, he jumped ahead of you in line.
So bad.
So I think because of this, I'm going to have to punish you. And maybe not turn you into a vampire for another 10.5 years, maybe.
I love that the concern is like, I want to go right now. Like, I want to stay this age.
I
This is what I
yeah,
want to
she's
look
like,
like.
this is my prime. I'm in my prime.
Oh my god. She's got a family and children, and she's just like helping murder people on the weekends.
When she makes her husband her familiar.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. That's too fucking good. Love it, man. Love it. What would you give What We Do in the Shadows?
See, What We Do in the Shadows I liked a lot.
So much. It captivated me from the start. I mean, it's just so it's two
I
dudes
think
that I love.
I think I'd give What We Do in the Shadows like an 8.5.
I think I'm right there with you. I was gonna say 8.5 or 9. The humor lands for me. If you like that
Perfect.
kind of dry humor, you're gonna fucking love this movie.
Yeah, dude. It's just very funny. If you've watched, Thor Ragnarok
Mhm.
or uh Our Flag Means Death or, Jojo Rabbit doesn't have as much of this type of humor,
Mhm.
but it still is, very Taika Waititi humor.
Most definitely. And I
Um
would say like if you didn't like Ragnarok, it's even more toned down than that to a degree
yeah,
sometimes.
it's no Love and Thunder.
No.
Look, Taika, I
The
love you,
Forsaken
but
one.
I love you. I love you so much, Taika, but Love and Thunder was not it.
I don't even know if he wanted to make Love and Thunder, man.
Really?
I don't know.
Isn't he supposed to be doing like a Star Wars thing?
Yes. But also I have no clue what's happening with Star Wars ever cuz like they announce things and then directors are
Well, I
like
was gonna say, well,
not.
they just announced like 3 new movies.
Mhm. That's true.
One of them's being made by the dude who's doing the new Indiana Jones, I think, or he did like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, man. Lots of things happening in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Always.
But
These
anyway,
days.
yeah, no, there's never not shit happening. But yeah, Taika, man, if you like Taika, you're gonna like it.
For sure.
I guess is the main point to get
Yeah.
across there.
Most definitely. 8.5 out of 10. Check it out. Check out Renfield. That was
Yeah.
a super fun movie. Super
Absolutely.
good time at the movies. Let us know what you guys thought. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you guys want to see. Let us know what you want to hear about.
We just
We
want to
will
hear
obey.
from
We
you.
are your familiars.
We just want to hear from you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, master.
Yes. Yes, master. All right, guys. Until next time, I am Zach Gosen.
I'm Andrew Hall.
This was the Storyworks Podcast.
Sayonara. Chug it.
Oh, God. It's going to hurt my tummy.